Jordan had been going to the gym on and off for 3 years, mostly off. When he did go, he'd train hard for 2 or 3 weeks, see minimal results, and convince himself it wasn't worth it. His arms stayed skinny, his metabolism felt broken. His brother was naturally lean and muscular without trying. Jordan had a ready-made explanation for all of it. Bad genetics, he told everyone who would listen. Bad genetics from his dad's side. Not built for this. Some people have it, some people don't. I'm Caleb, and I've got your raw daily fuel for today. In New Zealand, the Maori concept of Maori describes the life force and potential within every living thing. Maori is not something you're given fully formed. It is something you cultivate. You grow it through action, through consistency, through showing up. Jordan's genetics weren't his problem. His Maori was sitting untouched, waiting for him to do the work. Here's what the science actually says about genetics and training. Genetics account for roughly 20 to 30% of your training outcomes. The remaining 70 to 80% comes from effort, consistency, nutrition, and sleep. Those are things you control completely. Researchers studied identical twins, people with identical DNA, and found up to 40% difference in muscle mass between twins based solely on their training behavior. Same genetics, completely different bodies. The variable wasn't biology, it was behavior. Genetics influence your potential ceiling, not your starting point, and not the effort required to improve. Your ceiling might be slightly lower or slightly higher than someone else's. But here's the thing. Almost nobody ever reaches their genetic ceiling. The gap between where you are right now and your genetic maximum is enormous. Most people have never even tested what their genetics are actually capable of. The phrase bad genetics is almost always a lack of consistency wearing a costume. Think honestly about your own training. Have you ever trained consistently without missing more than 1 or 2 sessions per month for 6 consecutive months? With proper nutrition, with adequate sleep? Most people have not. Most people train inconsistently for a few weeks, see limited results, blame their biology, and stop. That is not a genetics problem, that is a consistency problem. Jordan finally decided to test his theory. He committed to 12 months of consistent training, 4 sessions per week, no exceptions except illness. He tracked his nutrition and hit his protein targets. He prioritized 7 to 8 hours of sleep. He stopped comparing himself to his brother. At month 3, nothing dramatic. At month 6, his arms were noticeably bigger. At month 12, he had gained 14 pounds of muscle and dropped 8% body fat. The genetics he blamed for 3 years had nothing to do with his results. His behavior did. Here is your framework. Before you blame your genetics, do an honest audit. How many consecutive months have you trained without significant gaps? Are you hitting your protein target of 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight daily? Are you sleeping 7 to 8 hours consistently? Are you applying progressive overload every week? If any of those answers is no, you have not yet tested your genetics. You have tested your consistency. Fix the consistency first. Then, and only then, will you have an accurate picture of what your body can actually do. Focus on optimizing what you can control. Training quality, nutrition precision, sleep consistency, stress management, recovery protocols. These variables determine 90% of your results. Your genetics are set, your behavior is not. I'm Caleb, and that's your raw daily fuel. Remember, your genetics set the walls of the room, but you decide how high to build inside it. Most people never even reach the ceiling. Stop blaming the walls and start building. If this challenged your thinking, subscribe to Raw Daily Fuel. Diverse voices, global perspectives, one mission. Helping you unlock the potential you already have.